Okay, so hello guys, it's me Gaming Star here, and today I am back with another episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last time we had basically done more investigation. That's pretty much all we did. This time we're gonna go ahead and start the final part, or the final part of the trial. Let's go. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in the murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! Two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm so happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show us a report. Yeah? Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. Please, can you do us a favor? Can you do this for us, Pearls? Alright. What will I do? I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two for your alone time. Phew, thank goodness. Nick, this way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Court is now session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Just started already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy of one who's never lost a case since becoming prosecutor 5 years ago. 5 years ago, damn, bro. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such a good spirits today, Miss Faye. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Yeah, it's true. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. The defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And that this key is proof of that. This key is the only key in the channeling chamber. Was never should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before I begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain his picture? Are you saying then that the person's picture is not the defendant? I never said this wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that the Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that this is when she dropped the key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation? My name is Morgan Fey, and I am spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Yeah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watching over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet! Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What?! And here we have come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Odd! Miss Fey, please testify to the court for what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Oh, you bitch! Skull! You're the evil aunt, are you? After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and opened it into the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from the Mystic Maya's hand as she was in daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away and herself escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Bullshit! Why have you hidden this until now? I do not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Maya's escape. Right, let's go. We're gonna prison everything! Let's go. Just now, you said, those two. Who are those two people you're referring to? I was referring to the foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I am sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the heartland gearing up in a riot. True. In any case, I've already sent a repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Faye? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Bitch, no, you... Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? You could have just done one person, the other could have just, like, hauled the body. Pretty simple, right? If there's a possibility to escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is very good point. At this time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us to get out of that room, wasn't there? Hey, don't doubt me! You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have good impressions of her. It's bad one of us. Looks like she caught us snapping. Some help for you. Are you satisfied, Miss Wright? Miss Faye, I am not satisfied for shit. This lady's a con artist, bro. This lady's a fucking con artist. This lady's a fucking con artist. You're going it. During investigation, you stated that she struck the defendant in the head. And this strike caused mine to lose consciousness. Do you stand on the statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Bro, I don't believe that for a minute. Let's go. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell? Did she... Ah! This witness didn't gotta have seen what happened. If you want to know what the expected thing was, that is always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Out, witness. Continue what that happened. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however. Yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Faye? Yak! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. I know firsthand how to grow old. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, would she have given chase right away? Well, yes. I would have. However what, bitch? With such great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. Ah, fuck you. You fainted. I became dizzy and I collapsed onto the floor. How? You just, what? Did she hit one of your fucking veins? Did she hit one of your veins? Just like, you fainted? How long were you unconscious? I am not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness, elaborate on the point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. I see you cracking her testimony. What would you do? For now, we should try to get information out of her. Get more information. 1, 2, 3, 6. Hold it! Hey, was that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further. She's lying. So why were you unconscious? You have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have wondered myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough! From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this testimony. Fuck! From what she has said, you can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back bites in the ass. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. That is exactly what she... Be quiet, yo! Now then, what did the escapee have done before she had gone to speak with a certain person? She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Any Minnie, who was sleeping in the side room, to the stand. Any Minnie! I think you can see where this is headed. Let's go, bro! Oh boy, okay. Fucking witness, her name, her occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Any Minnie. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. Parapsychology is a fucking joke, don't tell me. What is the parapsychology? Let's see. It's like, I guess what most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't understand what that means. And I suggest you go home and research it yourself, or ma'am. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Minnie. After the murder that took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. It is correct. Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. If that's alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine! For my sake. This judge has no spine. He doesn't have his balls with the final case. You know, I'm talking about the first case where he only has balls ever, really. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. It was, like, oh my god, totally my sister. I hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. Bruh, I don't see tears! I don't see a single shed of tear! My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. What was it? Can you tell me? Oh, fuck. I actually thought that was a phone call, I'm not even gonna lie, because the controller. I'm an idiot, bro. I am an idiot. Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness sister? Yes, Mimi Minnie. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what that terrible thing is? I'm sure they will love to hear about it. Like, do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Minnie, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Any? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. Good. Are you satisfied around it? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go as far to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit harder to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. Oh, thank you very much. At the end. Although, what do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all these ends are accounted for. This testimony just now was all made up. Just lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? Isn't well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find a way to spread and find transparent lies. Your Honor, there's room for doubt in this defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination revealed the real truth behind his murder. Yet again, this foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish trouble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Oh-hoo-wee! After the murder, alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, something my sister. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess. Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I am an only child. I am an only child. I actually have siblings. If you guys don't know, I actually do have siblings. I'm not an only child. I'm the youngest. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense arrest. Well, that was colossal waste of time. Not unfortunate. How did you feel when you saw Miss Minnie Minnie? You were happy in a sad way. Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. She died. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? Most people would react, yeah, most people would literally be like, oh my god, I thought you were dead. But people would be like, oh shit, I thought you were dead, bro. And be like, oh, guess what, bitches, I'm alive. It's kind of like that, you know? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult. But I like know all about the Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? I'm gonna question further. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? Because I certainly would. If my dead sister came back, I would literally be like, what the fuck? I would be like, oh my god, you seriously came back. Like, I literally would be fucking crying and scared at the same time. I'd be like that. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to like think anything was strange. But, no! Don't get badgering her. You know the phrase, objection! Could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question with this sister is really that important? Oh, it's nothing. It is very important, actually. It is very important. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now. It seems to make what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright, Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. Oh, someone is at the doors, my boys! I wasn't like scared at all. Like, her costume looked totally normal. Let me go ahead and get my doggo, start the door real quick. Okay, got the boys. I wasn't like that scared and her costume looked totally normal. Bro, how did it look totally normal to you? How are you not scared? I would be scared if I were you. So there was nothing odd about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she's found something wrong. That's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I like go on? That was a very well spun lie, Missy. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It is well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Minnie, may I remind you what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's what you were thinking. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Miss Minnie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying you're not lying, you would have noted right off the bat. Order! Miss Minnie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Minnie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me! And what are you stammering about, Your Honor? That witness, her personality did complete 180 there. Yes, I noticed. Lots of people do it when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I, didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up and with the testimony. If you please. The chair still looks a little shaken up a lot, so it's going through. It's sponging outside, so my Kuko's here with me, my little boyo. Murder part 2. Here we go, boy. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood is totally blended right in. No, you will fucking notice it. You will literally notice. And I, persuade my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. How did you take her? It was locked! Yes, nice. It is given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood. You think? That thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? I am not, actually. Alright, guess not. Very well. Make question to witness. Let's go. I am not satisfied for shit! Uno, dos, tres... Press. And what was your sister, Miss Minnie, like at the time? Well, she was totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think she knew, said she did something really bad. And she said she wanted to go with me to apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really just say that all to you? Yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask one more thing about this, Miss Minnie? Sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? When do you mean? When you... We're going at the crime scene? I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, whether there was something odd at the way channeling chamber? So important. It is very important, actually. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where we're going with this. Very well. Miss Minnie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way, so the channeling chamber. Alexi didn't see anyone. What do you mean you didn't see anyone? Sacred Urn? I finally found the fault, or I guess in your case, the crack in the perfect lie. Take a look at this urn. Like, urn? There are cracks. Do you see them? So, like, what does that prove? Who cares about some what or not old iron? Like, yeah. I already, like, said I didn't see, like, anyone on the way to the challenge chamber. I didn't, like, totally say anything about, like, an urn, did I? It looks like you still don't understand. I propose that you had really been walking along the winding way at that time. There was no way you could have not seen this person. I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Yes, and how is this child relevant? It so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing to enter garden. Oh. And she just happened to break this urn. Oh. Oh! Wait, she broke the urn. Yeah. Yep, she accidentally knocked it over with her ball. Yeah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Yeah! Miss Minnie? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together. You couldn't see that while you were walking, and you had to I had to declare legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Minnie. You are a masterful liar! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So Miss Minnie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you were really at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about what? That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Yeah, no. I don't believe that shit for a fucking minute, bro. Your lies end here. What do you do? The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? In her testimony just now. Help me, Mia! Earlier in her testimony, Miss Minnie, you made the following statement. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. She had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Minnie, how did you know that fact? How? I could see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Minnie, you did in fact go into the channeling chamber. But you didn't go in by the way of the winding way. But look at the matter guide map. If you're only between the side room and the channeling chamber, we will only use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor, which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Minnie, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put out the table, Mr. Felix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah, the only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Miss Innie Minnie. Now's the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Channeling chamber. Pretty obvious. Miss Minnie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. It's not the crime scene. That's right. Miss Minnie was at the scene of the crime. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Odd. That's why Mr. Phoenix, right? Have you lost your mind? Yesterday, that's why it was established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Simple. Miss Innie Minnie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Behind the screen. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Ah! Don't make me say this again. Go to say testimony. There ain't no way I was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so pick a sign ball! Now, Miss Minnie. One so young shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps! I see you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like that pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The clothing box, of course. Anyone can fit in it. Miss Minnie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime? This simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box. No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Blada's proved you when she was hiding for minutes. But that clothing box was inside, right? Which means it was nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I shouldn't know. A clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove which clothing box is the crime? Can I? Yes, I can actually. I can. And now I present a piece of evidence that will prove it. The clothing is the crime. The folding screen, because you see how it has the hole? The holding screen. Take a look at the clothing box. You're so stupid. Is there any sort of evidence in the old thing? What on earth? Don't have time for you to sit there, surprise. Set it up and say it already. There's a hole! About 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have I heard that before? The folding screen. Yeah, the four are the same height. That's right. I hope this opened your eyes when it happens. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Minnie, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for the chance to kill Dr. Gray. Odd. So what do you say? Did Mr. Phoenix right? What about this picture? You say that the person in this photo is Miss Minnie Innie? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Innie Minnie, you were hiding inside his clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen anymore to this foolishness. I guess Mr. Phoenix is right. Then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretend to be the defendant, get the victim, and then fled to the scene of the crime. It's not possible for a weapon to do all by herself. Correct. It's not possible. It really is impossible for one person to do all preparations. Yow! You gotta imagine the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You got to be serious. Bro, we're getting into it. Miss Minnie, you had an accomplice. Morgan! This person! If it wasn't someone from Crime Village, you couldn't have gone the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fae household, you wouldn't have that box to use. What a get Fae? Is that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Minnie? Miss Minnie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? It's thundering right now. I think this is what really happened. Okay, let's go. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, when the channeling started, the murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was not actually yet dead, but the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker, and was why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. That explains it. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray, and after that, you and the other lady fought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Clink. Miss Minnie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Clink. And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of description was easy to see through. Which is precisely why Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What's one supposed to say? This is real truth behind this murder. The judge. Alright. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this. Ah! Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry you're still by chance evolving. What is this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone Von Karma blood will lose due to something as petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in every one crucial area. And that is, it's witness into the real murder. Why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium pretending to be one, putting in this whole act? What reason would she have to do such a foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. What exactly was I gonna say? Oh, and one other thing. Miss Any Minnie wanted to get Dr. Gray. What is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive. That's, I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What's the reason why Dr. Gray dead? The reason you want Dr. Gray is... This paper clipping number 2. Ha! Just as I thought. You're born with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Just great. Now even she is calling me by full name. You think I did this to get revenge on my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. That was the proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, going to explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy, and I thought the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence he asked about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Yeah! Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. Thank you very much. I'm out of here. The end. I think we have our answer, Miss Phoenix Wright. What Miss Minnie has said is very true. The revenge plan is over the complicated international motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. Actually, there is a reason. You don't even have any truly piece of evidence to demonstrate your point. It's so many thoughts, Miss Phoenix Wright. I should have known your place. What happened if I had her for sure? See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you like your Silence humble pie. Slice of it. Very well. I mean, I could criticize a bit. Any mini. Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute. All right. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia, yes, it does sound like a ridiculous, messed up plan for a murder. But you know, regardless, that girl is trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix, everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say, why did she have to kill the victim way provided? Can I get through this? Yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only this now. I will show and substitute the fact that Miss Minnie had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended, after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side! Oh, Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the word to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. So help me, God. No way! Very well. Dark Ward doesn't take 5-minute recess. We'll continue cross-examination after we concede. Hey, wait a sec here. Okay. It's gonna be a short, let's keep it going. It's gonna be the last two, cross-examinations, only 2 more, and then we're done. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Alright. This part. Is this really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Amy could have killed Dr. Gray herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ah! Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better than worrying about? Say, your own situation? I'm looking down on me, even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering already. Not yet. My goals to defeat you. I'd let the whole water know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to a conclusion. And then we will know who the real winner is. My battery! Shit! It's starting again, my bad. It's always the freaking left Joy-Con. Always runs out first. It's always the left Joy-Con. God damn it, bro. Battery. Fucking new. I swear to God. I should charge it. Corporal never conceived, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Minnie Minnie the motive? Yes, I believe I can. Let's go. Minnie Minnie and Dr. Gray. Only one out connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. Miss Minnie, please testify to the court about your car accident last year. Huh? I felt like you wanted me to, ask about, my motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Minnie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Let's go! Alrighty. Oh, boy. That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. Don't drive then! I was, totally pooped too. So, I fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because I caused a jolt and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk of tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, there were talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Yeah! Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove. Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Minnie's sister. Yeah, which means we'll have to work from this from another angle. Last year's accident. Okay. Ah, fuck my remote. Uno, dos, tres. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated, every day. It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? What are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. Yeah, switch drivers is easier, right? If your sister was so tired that she would have switched with her. True. But I don't have the driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony. Okay, anyway. I didn't have my license, like I couldn't take over driving. Are you sure about that? Objection! Are you sure about that? Miss Minnie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? Bro, I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took from the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Minnie? That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. Nope, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That pervert fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you do that? No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix, right? What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Phoenix, right? Mr. Wright, at the time of the accident, Miss Minnie did not have a driver's license. Ow! Cry and my whip will accommodate. Oh my god. Anyway, without a license, when the witness or sister can switch drivers. I'm like, glad you get it, but like, even if I had my driver's license, I like, don't think my sis would have let me drive. Ew! Don't just stand there mean to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Minnie, what do you think? You would have been allowed to drive anyway. That's because I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Minnie, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Okay, last one. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had such gotten this really shiny, brighter red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way I'm letting a newbie drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. I see. Bright red car for sports. Now, the defense may question the witness. Not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... I wouldn't be allowed. What type of car? It was a new car. Yeah? She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. Okay, UK. USA cars! Oh, boy, this discussion. The UK. Are those her boyfriend's initials? It was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be obvious next topic. Press harder. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor? Yes. Please have the witness open if she sent her testimony. You mean this part about the special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then it's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know just either. Miss Minnie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's car, it was like from a special model from England. Wait a minute. Let's read this. Late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divided. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site. Ongoing investigation revealed that the driver was falling asleep on the wheel. I was like totally tired and dropped off to sleep. There was an instant crash and like I woke up with a huge sea of flames. I was like still had to sleep when I opened the right door and got out. I don't like remember anything else. Miss Minnie didn't believe that driving a car was her sister. Minnie was this nurse at the Gray Surgical Clinic where 14 patients accidentally overdosed in their death. This is a mere coincidence. Wait a minute. Let's see. It says she got out from the right side of the car. Wait a minute. If you guys know, cars in England, if you guys know about cars in England, in Europe, specifically mostly in England, you know, the cars, for example, it's a bit different. The right side is actually the driver's side, while the left side is actually the passenger side. So she would have to leave from the left, not the right. So that's just, it's kind of weird, isn't it? So it'd be an American car if that's the case. Miss Minnie, do you remember this article? It's an article about this accident. You said this in it, but I opened the right door and like got out. That's correct, isn't it? The right side is the driver's side in Europe, in specifically in the UK, while the left side is the passenger. But here in America, where I'm from, I'm actually from Puerto Rico, but part of the United States, but whatever. Basically, it's like the left side is and then the right side is the passenger. Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, left or the right? Well, it's the one on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left. Well, right! That would be if we were in an American car. But it would be opposite in a British car. Opposite! The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, that the passenger side would be the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Minnie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door at the car. But if you're sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Ah! So she was actually at the driver, not the passenger in this case. Order the court, order. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbing nonsense again. He said the person who was trying to put her sister Minnie. That isn't he said, yes, but it was her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there was only one answer. I'd like to ask the court of a question. Innie or Minnie, or Mimi, who was really driving that night? It's Mimi. Mimi was the one driving the car. The answer is the one person who had a driver's license, Minnie. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But she said the witness, Miss Minnie, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. Next question? Who is the person standing at the witness stand right now? Something got to close this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. This is witness name. This witness name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness name is... In search of it... Newspaper could be number 1! Bro! Oh, it's raining, so you might hear some rain. Sorry about that. I'm pretty close to the window. Defense, please inform the court his birth name. Phoenix Wright, Your Honor. With relief. Show his name again. I was beginning to think he forgot too. Wait a second, I screwed up, didn't I? Big time. Fuck! It's Mimi. Mimi? That is your real name. I want a foolish tribble. How do you explain her appearance? This witness has severe facial burns when she was admitted to the hospital. So the purpose of facial reconstruction is to use a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery. This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister! No! But Minnie, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. The body they found at the crash site. That was actually Innie. The body of the real Innie Minnie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Minnie? Car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Innie Minnie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Innie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Minnie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? Yeah! What the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of the dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Minnie. However, that would not have been possible because Mimi Minnie was still, in fact, alive! And that the facts would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop this from happening at all cost. And that's why she had to conduct the That's what you're saying. Yes, before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting his witness about the communicating with the dead. And in those moments, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss Innie? I mean, Miss Von Carby? Why did you say my name, Miss now? Looks like I've been unasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Minnie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Minnie wanted her old self to disappear because of this. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by a nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Minnie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Minnie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in the incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. Yeah, I thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Ah, fuck my battery! Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Innie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here, such as, why did Miss Minnie choose to go to such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me? Francisca Von Karma? I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Ms. Von Karma. How about you? I'm going to be broadcasted all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is... Yeah! Ah! Ow, 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 ow! Oh! And one more for good measure. Damn, he dead! He fucking... Phoenix! The court is a fraud, a sham! Oh my god, okay, that was excessive, holy god! Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness! So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not... We did it! Oh my god, we fucking did it. That is all. This court is adjourned. Oh my god, we fucking did it. Oh my god. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis? In my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box? That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago? That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? That would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray. I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think maybe Minnie had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay, who had just committed murder. She had planned down the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks! Looks like you bailed me out in another jam. Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt wouldn't do something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Mady and plan like that? I just don't understand, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please. I need an answer. The real reason? Pearl. It was all about Pearl. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Karayan village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if it weren't it, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen? The branch family, my aunt. No. Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was all for that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Dating time Mundo, detention center, solitary confinement cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Karayan, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whippy, happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That's Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. Soon enough. Reunion Turnabout. The end. Alright! Hooey! Okay, so anyway. Oh no! Oh no! I know this case! Oh no! Okay, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe or whatever. And next time, we're gonna start this case. Good luck. Give me good luck with this fucking case. Give me all the blessings, guys. Just give it to me. Goddamn. Turnabout Big Top. This one. This one. So we're gonna start that with the next episode. See you guys then.